What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam. I'm female to male transgender. 4 years on testosterone, 3 years post-op, and yes, I did dye my hair since last week. It's gonna be white soon. I'm very excited. Last week we focused on the challenges surrounding testosterone. I recorded actually like an entire video including that video and this week, but I just decided to split it into 2 different weeks, 2 different videos, because they're kind of focusing on different things and different energies, different moods. This week we will be focusing on the challenges surrounding societal transitioning, kind of what you experience just in society. So yeah, I'll let you guys watch that and then I'll see you after the video. Becoming a man has been kind of weird. Bathrooms, they are freaking foul. Men, get your shit together, literally and mentally. You walk into a bathroom, there's pee everywhere, poop everywhere. Men are like groaning as they pee. I don't know why they do that, but it's like incredibly common, which I was not aware of. They don't wash their hands at all. Guys literally pee and they hold something. Why are they not washing their hands? It's just gross. And it's also weird, it's like guys don't look at each other, don't say sup or anything. They don't acknowledge each other, and I feel weird doing that. I feel like aggression is gonna come at me if I do that. Just kind of keep your head down, go to the bathroom and leave. Wash your hands. Everything costs money. It's expensive to transition, if you're medically transition, if you want surgeries and hormones. Most of my stuff has been covered by my insurance. I'm very grateful for that and very lucky. That is very rare. It just pisses me off, like morally, because why do transgender people have to pay for their hormones and for surgeries? I think this just proves how the world still views transgender people and seeing it as like kind of a fun or cosmetic thing, like a choice. In my opinion, I don't think we should have to pay for it because it's a very basic human body thing. It feels like a little bit of a slap in the face of like, okay, you want to wake up and feel like the rest of humans without, you know, breasts, then okay, wait 2 years and earn $10,000. And it is very challenging for people because not everyone has money. It is expensive to transition. Another challenging thing for me has been that there's a lot more surgeries than you would think. Now, you don't have to get these surgeries, but what is expected when you start typically is just like top surgery and maybe bottom surgery. In reality, a lot of people get revision surgeries. A lot of people get male sculpting, which can include like all these different types of surgeries. I've had 2 revision surgeries, liposuction on top of my top surgery. So that is like 3-ish, 4 surgeries. That's just challenging because one, it's physically demanding, obviously, with going through surgery and then healing and recovery. You have to pay for it and also take time off of work, figure out how to pay for your bills. It's just also mentally draining. It's like you're constantly having to do these surgeries. You know, they take time. I had to have 6 months in between each surgery. It's just kind of exhausting to go through. I think I would have been less exhausted if more people talked about the revision surgeries and liposuction, male sculpting stuff, so that you can think, oh, maybe that's what I'll need. But I wasn't prepared for that, and I thought, you know, top surgery and I'll be done. It's worth it in the end, but it's definitely been a challenge for me to get through. Another big challenge for me, which I still don't really know the answer to, is dating.
I don't know how to date.
I mean, I luckily had a person through like pre-T all the way through my transition to where I was like evened out and, you know, I was fine as a trans dude. And I've been single for like 1.5 years, 2 years almost. And most of this is due to like just me not finding the right person that I'm even interested in dating. But just having like body dysphoria, it makes you a little nervous and self-conscious. I'm a pretty secure person in general. Regardless, like you still have self-doubt, and what's hard for me is just like not having the right equipment downstairs is just a big thing that makes me hesitant because I have a lot of dysphoria with that. And what will suck is that, you know, say I go on a date and I really like someone and then they like me back and we're vibing, whatever, and then they learn that I don't have what they think I have because I want that and I feel like I should have that. That would suck for that to be a reason why they don't like me, and people are like, yeah, well then they're just not the right person. But I feel exactly like cisgender men. I look exactly like them except for that one part, and it's like for someone to like reject me based off of that is just like horrifying and scary, and I don't want it. And then the biggest thing is just like, how do I fit in to this world as a man coming from being a female? It's just interesting, weird, complex. I don't know what else to say about that really. It's like, how do you be a man? What does that mean? Do I want to follow any of that? This is true for any men, cisgender men too, but it's just weird because we're like plopped into it and expected to kind of fit into this world, and you're like, what even is this world? Do I fit into it, and how do I want to fit into it? Coming from a female perspective, it's just interesting. And then I also feel like what's hard is you're expected to immediately be mentally where cis guys are that are your age. So when I was transitioning, I was like 19, 20, I felt like this weird expectation to know all of this stuff of how men interact, and like the bathroom thing, don't look at people, how to tie a tie, simple things like that like they've had training growing up. As you're expected to know them already, you're learning them at the same time. So it's really weird and kind of hard to get your world around. I don't really know how to describe this one, but this was probably one of the hardest things for me in my transition. Was everyone was viewing me as a happy, bubbly, outgoing person that was like just living the life and transitioning and getting top surgery, and it's all positive things, while I just felt like I was freaking struggling the entire time. And everyone close to me at that time knew what was going on, but like I was really struggling with body dysphoria every single day because my body was not changing quickly enough, really, even to this day, like how I want. The longer that you have this body dysphoria and you think it's gonna get better, it's just like that gap of expectation and disappointment just gets bigger and bigger, and it's harder to deal with. That just sucked. I wanted to kind of say like, fuck you guys, I'm not happy, I'm struggling, this is not easy, I'm crying every day, I don't know how to deal with it. It sucks, and there's so much more internally than I think people realize that you just struggle with every single day. On top of that, people saying, oh, I'm so happy for you, look at you, you look amazing. It's like, I realize I do, and I'm happy that I'm becoming a man. Don't take that away, like I was overall a happy person, but I had this really huge struggle of dealing with how people were viewing me and treating me and what was actually happening internally. All right, that is it. I know it's not necessarily the happiest, most positive video, but I think it is very good for everyone to know about these different struggles that I've personally learned. That's, again, my struggles that I've experienced, and may be different for different people, but again, I think they're good to know about, especially before going into transitioning, if you are going to transition. If you guys found this helpful or you enjoyed it at all, subscribe. My social media is down below if you want to check that out, and leave me a comment. Love you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. All right. Love you. Bye.